Hello, I am David Abaya, a game designer with a love of creativity and innovation. I believe that games should be a canvas for a player's expression of themselves, so I decided to use my Game Jam project, which is all about drawing, and make it into a full project. The high concept of it is that the game is a hand-drawn adventure platformer slash puzzle game, which you use your mouse to draw platforms. You can draw symbols to symbolize objects like springs and wind. There's also some color theory puzzles which you could use to you can use colors to do elemental environmental damage in the world, and your goal is to reach a goal. The hook is the unlimited possibility of player created content, because I want this to not just be a standalone game with just a amount of levels, but a game that people can make their own levels. Whether it's speedruns, puzzles, or escape rooms. All they need is a pen and paper and a camera. Just make their own resources they can, or use the game own objects. And not just that, the level itself is not as linear as most platformers. There isn't one way to finish level. You can discover new ways to go back to old levels with your new abilities to speedrun it and get a better time. The look we're going for is a doodle-like game, like the art that a fifth grader might have on their notebook, and being hand drawn. We don't need much of an artist as we focus on the coding part of the game. Though we wish to have artists to add animation, make the world more pretty, since this was like rushed within a week for our game jam. The experience would be basically you're this slime character in this whole new world, and you have to platform. A simple platform. This will just teach you that you can die, fall off. There's a way to get up there, and it's your ink meter, which determines how much you can draw. For example, like this. Using the mouse to draw, you use right click to erase it to get instant back. It will always be using itself, so you can't use. This is not infinite supply. So there will be more puzzles like this that you have to figure out where to go, or draw a way out. For this, you just make a staircase up, or you can do this. Just adapt. And that's how the basic of the game. It's a platform with some puzzle elements, and you can basically want the player to learn as they go and find their style of completing the game. The scope is that we have let's say each level introduce a mechanic, and a way to merge the mechanics to two different mechanics together. In a total of maybe 5 levels, though there'll be more in new updates if we introduce a new mechanic. Like if we introduce machines and electricity with yellow, treat like redstone in Minecraft. And that'll be how they'll have a new set of levels there too. But I want this to be like an open-end approach, to give players an open-end approach to problem solving, and like I said before, to experience user-generated content. In terms of schedule, we have the basics of the game, and I would say to get the painting parts and the painting mechanic done with the colors and environmental, I would say that would take 2 months. The symbols might be a little tricky, so 5 months. So, and then with ironing things out, I'll say 9 to 10 months. Of course, we need to design the mechanics, which might take a while. Since we have the main idea, we just need to flesh it out, make sure it can be integrated into the game. Then we need testing to see if it fits well, and if it's not, we might have to rework it or scrap it altogether. And then polishing to make sure the art, the animation, to make the slime bouncy and workable. Or we can make it stagnant. It's kind of an iffy. And also there could be post-launch updates. We're adding drawing mechanics, challenges, and community-driven content. The budget, I would say, would be 500,000 to cover developer costs, marketing, post-launch support, and also to get more artists and animators, someone to make the music officially, since the music we currently have isn't what we made. Since this whole thing was made by 2 people, I was the lead coder, and my partner was the lead artist. And this whole game would be made in Unity, ensuring cross-platform capability for PC, console, and mobile devices. As I wish this game to be mainly PC with the mouse as the pen, and mobile mainly joint tablets. So because they have their own pen, so we can do precise things. Unsure if we're going to add it to console, due to figure out how would they do the pen mechanic precisely, or do you have to rework the whole levels to suit it, to make it more lenient for the player. If they mess up, they don't get severely punished. The risk of it is that the many risks can be trying to get a good balance for the drawing interface. There also could be bugs. We are spawning an object with the, like, for example, if you do a zigzag down, you should have up that object that you draw would have spawned as a spring, but that could lead to some problems. We're unsure, so that could be a risk. Also, need to establish a robust reporting system to prevent inappropriate user-generated content, because I want this game to be child friendly, since that's kind of our main audience for this. Just since them just to bloom their curiosity and creativity.